Good morning, students. I am here with the second and, of course, last part of the lesson Glimpses of the Past. Till now, we have discussed that by using the policy of divide and rule, one by one, use how Britishers usurp. Usurp means snatched. Yes, snatched our country. Now, further discussion. The common man realized the mistakes that Indian kings considering the mistakes that Britishers are their friend. Although Britishers were silent enemy, but they didn't have dare to told the truth because they were common men, and in the eyes of king they were tiny creatures. Then what happens? Common men started talking. Common men started talking among themselves. You can see here in this picture. Common men started talking among themselves that we have now become slaves of foreigners, and if you go through the history, if you go through the history, you can will found how you can well found how badly we were treated by the British peoples. Now in this you can see all the illustration, everything in a very nice way. This picture is for Indian princess. This yellow part is for Indian princess and pink one is for British rulers. And the second picture is when Britishers came, and how the people, the princes and kings of Indian have taken the help of the Britishers, and how they get time to attack on India and try to snatch whole country, and how Tipu Sultan has fought over here, and now how kings was thanking God that Britishers were their friend, and here the common man who thought that were very well that Britishers were not their kings but our enemy. Uh, in here the in 1765 when the in Britishers started rule over India, though it was the time of 1765 to 1836. So here lots of religious leaders who preached ideas like untouchability and child marriage, and told to common people, that anyone who crosses the seas loses his religion. It means nobody were allowed to go through anywhere or foreign to come to know the different types of ideas. And preachers also told that all the misery of the world is due to women. It means whatever happened along with them is due to women are the responsible of all the misery which was going on. The truth was that Indian has lost self-respect. The Britishers scorned them, and Britishers told them many times that they were unworthy and untrustworthy, incapable in honesty, and so that's why they were losing their self-respect, because when they say that their emperor, um, whom Indians know that their father like, is now going begging behind Britishers, then what is their own capability? They can't do anything, and they lost their self-respect. And being because Britishers were merchants, the Britishers wanted quick profit, and they wanted quick profit over there. So they forced heavy taxes over farmer and abandoned their field. They snatched their field and forced them to give heavy taxes. But you men are taking all my crop, taking my all crop. You are all still arrears. If you don't pay the next week, I will send you the jail. See in this picture how a British were threatening the people. Now still the British invented other method which gave them more profit. Now they have invented some more method to gain more and more profit from India. The goods manufactured in English should not have any import duty when brought into Indian, and they adopted the idea because of industrialization. The good which is made of in British have did not have need to give lots of import duty, a tax, and if Indian peoples or Indian and any Indian company want to export anything to British, they have to give heavy taxes. So that's the East India Company's laws begin to cripple Indian industries and Indian small industry in Indian small and medium industries and formals also. So the British policy ruin expert artisan and their business. All who is expert in anything, artists. Now the British policy, because they have to purchase raw material from Britishers in very high price, and Britishers sold the manufactured material in very low price though. So the people, the artisans and other peoples like weaver, potters have not meet the quality and competition with Britishers, so that they were demotivated and they were become very poor. You can see here. Now Raja Ram Mohan Rai, who was a learned man from Bengal, understand what was going wrong with the country, and they started to get together with another peoples and make a association of his own, who who they will try to make aware to the other people that what is happening with them is not due to, but that God will be angry with them, and if they are going against the rules, they are going against the religion, all these miseries is due to Britishers. And so the leaders who, you can see here, the leaders who preaches them that all the miseries are due to women, and women are the cause of all miseries, and a man should marry their daughter in the age of 6 year, and so many things, untouchability, etc. That, and when Raman Roy came, they make aware to the people that all these are only superstition. Nothing is going wrong when you cross the boundary of the sea, and he also married to a widow to prove it wrong. Okay. He was attracted by science and modern, and because he was a rational person, Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a uh, learned person, so he was a rational person, he was a logical person, he was attracted by the science and modern knowledge, and he was promoted the practical scientific method in India. He crossed the seas, went to England, and many times he crossed the sea and went to England, and um, to prove that nothing would happen misfortunate among other people, and to show the that Britishers were powerful because we made them powerful. There he told them, we accept you as ruler, and told to the Britishers that we have accepted you ruler, and you must accepted as a subject, but you must remember the responsibility as ruler on his subject. But you didn't have remember your responsibility as a ruler. If you are my king, then you should behave me to all of us just like your own child, just like a praja. He started a newspaper, and the newspaper, but the suspicious British stopped them in 1823 to make aware to the people. He started his newspaper, but the Britishers stopped that newspaper in 1823. Then the operation starts, but the Britishers continued to oppress Indians. They were tried to many times to have humiliate the Indian. In 1818, they have passed a regulating act. Under what is regulating act? In 1818, under it, an Indian could be jailed without trial in a court. Indian can be jailed anytime, could be jailed in any time without any trial. All the time, Britishers officers in India drew big salaries and also made for fortunes in private business. And Indian जो British rulers are also at gaining enough salary is too much salary, and for the same post, an Indian get very little amount of salary. And after gaining lots of profit, Britishers here in India starts their own private business. In by 1829, British was exporting British goods worth 7 crore rupee in India. See how much money they have, uh, exported from India. And when the governor Banting reported back home, the bones of cotton weavers are bleaching the plains of India. You can see here that how the bones of cotton weavers are bleaching the plains of India. That it means that the bones of Indian peoples using to make the bleaching powder. It means they have humiliated lots Indian cotton industries and weavers lots, and they, due to the humiliation, they were about to starvation. The British prospered on the company's loot while Indian industries began to die. Of course, it will happen when Indian is make very low, when Indian rulers make so much money and but sell their product very low, very high on by very high rate, then how could it possible that Indian peoples could purchase raw material from them and make a low price product? So that's why it's natural. Then dissatisfaction started. Education, how the dissatisfaction started? All the aware leaders think that now we have to make aware the all Indian, all the citizen of India, that so that we can raise our voice against the British rulers. In education in India was in Persian and Sanskrit. In 1835, Englishman named Macaulay suggested a change. Before it, earlier in India, Persian and Sanskrit was taught, but Macaulay says we should teach them English, and most of the people were agree with them. English education produce clerk and why they were they want that Indian people should teach English, taught English, because they want to create a clerk type of people who can understand them well and may do very lots of work for them. Incidentally, it also produced a new generation of intellectuals, and due to the education of English, a new generation came which was very intellectual, and they all the kings and princes started discussion that they should educate their brothers, their son in British language, so that they can make close friend of British, and they can also come to know how they what is their policies and what they want. In by 1856, the British has conquered the whole of the India. You can see here how how the scenario has been changed now. The pink dot is very clear now that India has almost usurped the whole, conquered the whole of the India. Our king have become puppet, and we have lost our old job. And people say that our king had now become the puppet in the hand of Britishers, and we have lost our old job because now we can't do our business, and lands were also usurped by the Britishers. So we are landless. We are only slaves for it in Britishers. And if you go against the Britishers, they will punish, humiliate you very much. They will drive and die. The sparks in 1855 to 87. Taxes continue to ruin the peasants. Peasant means farmer. And Britishers were the ruler over all over India, so they start continue lots of tax, taking lots of taxes. So the peasants in India, in Bengal, the Santals, who has lost their land because they have snatched their land. In Britishers were snatched their land. So under new rules became desperate due to the frustration of the new rule. In 1855, though rose a rebellion and massacred European and their supporters alike. They were go against the supporters of European and European also. So discontent braving the East India Company's army too. Now army in the army also begin some voice. The white soldiers gets, because dissatisfaction started in Indian army because for the same post, and British soldier gets huge pay mention, and Indian soldiers get very little amount of money. So the people who the Indian soldier also starts starting raising their started their raising their voice. Now the Sipai Mughal Pandey, you can see here Mughal Pandey. Yes, this one is Mughal Pandey. Now the Sipai Mughal Pandey attacked the resident and executed, and he was executed. Thousands of other Sipais revolted in the support of Mughal Pandey. Thousands of Sipai people's soldiers were stripped out their uniform and go along with the Mangal Pandey. Few Englishmen had cared to understand Indian customs or the people's mind. There was few good Britishers who want to understand people of India, and soon chapatis were sent from village to, and after that, due to lots of humiliation, they try to become unite. Hindu, Muslim, untouchable, all become unite because they think that their priority should be throw away Britishers from India. After that we can sort out our problems. So soon chapatis were sent from village to village. It was a type of message that now we have to start rebellion over there. They encoded a very hidden message in that chapatis, and village that tell people that their emperor would want to their services. Yes, all my village men will ready, and they all were ready. Similar lotus flower circulated among Indian soldiers direct to the foreigner, and it is also a message that all now the time of foreigners has been finished. Then the 1857, in Meerut, the revolt outbreak. The Sipahi marched to Delhi, and they started from Meerut to they Meerut, Kanpur, Lucknow, and they all are started to march to Delhi, where Bahadur Shah Zafar was lived. And the rebellion spread everywhere in India. Many landlords lost their land because of British policies. They all joined the rebellions, and now the fight for the freedom started.